The Treasurer met with political heads of the 22 provinces yesterday, outlining the 100-day plan and how it has progressed. Speaking after the meeting, Minister Abel says the supplementary budget will play a crucial role in adjusting government expenditures, revenue collection and how funding will be allocated to continue the delivery of services in districts and provinces.
We bring the 100-day plan with specific 25 points to bring that sort of focus and communicate that government is trying to be proactive and trying to narrow down to particular issues and deal with them in a systematic way.
Most governors raise concerns of the proposed slashing of PSIP, which they believe will have an impact on services in the province. Northern Governor Gary Jufa says the system needs an overhaul and hopes the government will not take sides.
I think there needs to be a greater effort at decentralizing a lot of the functions so that the provincial governments can be truly, they can take care of their own affairs without having to run back to national government and say, look, we need this and we need that. How do we look at our provinces and say what resources do we have that we can develop for the best interests of our nation and our provinces, our people, etc.
Despite in the opposition, East Civic Governor Alan Baird is grateful the government is making attempts to align decision makers to be proactive in pushing the 100-day plan forward. The Deputy Prime Minister says concerns by governors will be taken into consideration.
So we'll look into that, and we want to empower provincial governments to raise more of their own revenue. We want to make sure that the revenue that we are supposed to give them is given in a reasonable and timely manner as possible.
The 100-day plan is into its 26th day. The Treasurer says not all issues will be addressed, but for a start, key areas in cushioning the economy. He says part of it include temporary changes in the Fiscal Responsibility Act.
We will have to temporarily adjust the Fiscal Responsibility Act to allow the debt to GDP to breach the 30% ceiling. So the fiscal deficit ceiling will be, the fiscal debt to GDP ceiling will be allowed, we pushed out to 35% in as far as the allowance is concerned, whilst the actual debt to GDP is projected by the end of this year to go to 32%.
Jack Lapava Jr., National EMTV News.